Dawn Freecss is one of the most hyped up, spookiest, and one of the most iconic shonen characters ever created. And today I'm going to be doing a video revealing the legend known as Dawn Freecss. Because when I tell you that this guy is going to be possibly the greatest character in Hunter x Hunter history, this man Dawn Freecss, once he's fully revealed, will be the greatest character in Hunter x Hunter history. Now, we know that Dawn Freecss, he is a relative to Gon and Ging Freecss that has been living on the Dark Continent. Now, we don't know what his relationship to them currently is. Some people think that might be their grandfather, great-grandfather, cousin, brother. We don't know. But no, in all seriousness, we just know that Dawn Freecss is related to Gon. And we know that Dawn, he literally has been living on the Dark Continent for centuries. Yes, over 100 years, he has been living on the Dark Continent. In fact, we do know that Ging is the one who mentioned his character, which does go to show you that if somebody like Ging has been doing research and has been studying and has been basically searching up who you are, it goes to show you how important you are as a person if Ging is doing all that just to figure out who you are. And we do know that since he has been living on the Dark Continent for centuries, it's possible that he did encounter Netero. Yes, Netero, while he did take his voyage on the Dark Continent, what if Netero and some of his hunters that he took with him did end up running across Dawn Freecss? Because he's been living there for centuries. We know that Netero, he's over 100 years old and he's been to the Dark Continent, so there's a high possibility chance that Dawn and Netero did actually meet. And we do know that Dawn, he has been exploring the Dark Continent while living there. He wrote a traveler's hand guide for everybody else, and we know that he only completed one side to the book so far. So the fact that he's able to not only live there but maneuver around how he wants to goes to show you how strong he is. And there's also a possibility that Dawn has encountered the Zoldyck family similar to Gon, because we do know that there's a chance that Netero did introduce Zig Zoldyck to him. Zig Zoldyck, he is a family member of the Zoldyck that we don't even know what his relationship is. We don't know if he's Killua's great-grandson, I'd say grandson, great-grandfather, or anybody else. We don't really know what Zig Zoldyck is, but we do know that he was strong enough to go to the Dark Continent with Netero, which does make me think that Dawn could have met Zig Zoldyck while he was there with Netero, and we've seen how crazy Zig was looking. So maybe he actually did try to battle with Dawn, and that's why we never did heard of him. But there also is a possibility that Dawn may have met Maha Zoldyck as well, because Zig Zoldyck being related to Maha Zoldyck, we know that Maha is the oldest Zoldyck, so who's not to say that he didn't go to the Dark Continent himself, and maybe that's how he ended up meeting Dawn, and maybe that's why he ended up coming back. So the fact that Dawn has already encountered Zoldyck family members similar to Gon is definitely very exciting for his character, because we're going to see how that affected him. And I believe that Dawn, he has finished the Dark Continent book, meaning that because he has finished the Traveler's Guide, that means that he has been around the entire Dark Continent. Because you guys gotta think about it, he's already been around the entire east side of the Dark Continent, so it's not impossible for him to finish the other side of it alone. And this is why I believe that Dawn Freecss ultimately is doing this stuff, so he can attract the hunters to the Dark Continent. Because I believe that Dawn Freecss did create the Hunter Association, and he's going to have the hunters come to the Dark Continent to try to find him, similar to how Ging did with Gon. And we know that Dawn, he's capable of creating the Traveler's Hand Guide for the Dark Continent. So if you're able to do something like that, that just goes to show you you're able to do anything in the Hunter x Hunter world. And we know that Dawn, he's older than Maha, Netero, and any of the older characters in Hunter x Hunter, so it's possible that he was the originator of the Hunter Association. And I do believe that Dawn Freecss, this is his ultimate goal, to get the hunters to see if they're worthy of being that hunter title, like making them come to the Dark Continent and finding them, similar to how Ging did with Gon. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.